Okay, task 10 is again analysing the energy transfer, just the same as you did in task 5, I think it was, using energy chains or Sankey diagrams. Now I did notice there was a bit of a mistake. It was saying for machine 1, but it should be machine 2, because you're needing to compare the energy transfer and transformation on machine 1 with the energy transfer and transformation of machine 2 in order to justify why you think your changes improved it or not. So again, take a photo of machine 2, insert it into the little space that's provided inside a Google drawing, and then use those drawing tools to annotate it with its energy chains, just like you did before. There's another little machine 1 label. We're going to change that. So make sure that you label it in a way that you could easily see if there was a change to the energy chain. Okay, so changes to the energy chain are really important. And the other thing is you need to make sure that if there's any changes to the energy loss, so change to the energy loss. So we're thinking things like if you've improved where it was losing an awful lot of energy because of sound, if you've reduced that down, make sure you show that in your energy chains as you draw them up. How well you add in these changes and how well you identify how what you did affected the energy chain really helps with your marks. A little example for those of you who are a little bit lost. Example, if say I had a ramp, I'll draw that a little bit better, that's going down, but there was a huge amount of sound coming out every time the ball ran down this ramp, and you could hear it. So every time the ball's running down, you could really hear it. Therefore, it's losing a lot of energy using sound. So its energy chain would have looked like this: gravitational potential energy going to kinetic energy, sure, but there's a lot of energy being lost as sound, and therefore there also would have been a lot of energy being lost as heat on this one, because you don't get a lot of sound unless energy is being transformed. So if you did something like put the rubber mats down and they reduced that sound down, then the change that you would show me is that you've put these in here, you've put the rubber mats in there, let me just draw them in sort of, and that by putting those mats in there, how's that going to affect my energy chain? Well, I've got my gravitational potential energy still, I've still got my kinetic energy, but when I'm doing an energy chain on them, if I've reduced the amount of sound coming off, then my error here is going to be a lot smaller than it was before. And that is a distinct change that I've planned for. Hey, I think it's losing energy because of sound. How am I going to sort it out? Something to do with the rubber mats. Then how can I draw that so that people can see it? We can see here that there's a definite difference in the energy chain that shows I'm really thinking about how what I did affected the energy. How what you did affects the energy. That's what you've got to write down in your assignment. How what you did affected the energy. Make sure that you write that or record that down clearly so you can prove that you are thinking scientifically. All right, guys, good luck.